Morning sunlight slowly entered the crystal cave. Leo opened his eyes and stretched carefully. For a moment he forgot where he was. Then he saw the glowing crystals above him. The magical cave. The silver wolves. Mira. Everything was real. Nearby, Lily and the little white dog were still sleeping beside the warm fire. Outside, birds chirped softly. The terrible storm had finally ended. Leo quietly stood up and walked toward the cave entrance. The whispering forest looked completely different in daylight. Golden sunlight passed through the tall trees. Blue flowers sparkled with morning dew. Tiny glowing creatures floated peacefully in the air. It was beautiful. But Leo still remembered Myra's warning. The darkness was growing. You woke up early. Leo turned around. Mira stood behind him, holding a wooden staff. The silver wolves sat quietly beside her. Leo looked serious. Is the forest really in danger? Mira nodded slowly. Every day the darkness spreads farther. She pointed toward distant mountains beyond the trees. Far away, sharp black mountains touched the clouds. One mountain was larger than all the others. Dark smoke curled around its peak. That is Shadow Mountain, Mira explained softly. The heart light is hidden inside. Leo stared at the mountain nervously. It looked cold, lonely, dangerous. Mira handed him a rolled-up map. The journey will not be easy. Leo carefully opened the map. There were rivers, caves, cliffs, and strange symbols. At the center was a glowing golden circle. The heart light. You must protect the light before the darkness reaches it, Mira said. Leo swallowed hard. How long will the journey take? 3 days, Mira answered. Lily suddenly appeared beside them. Then we should leave now. Leo laughed softly. You woke up fast. Lily smiled proudly. I don't want to be left behind. The little white dog barked happily. Woof! Mira smiled gently. You are brave children. Then her face became serious again. But Shadow Mountain is guarded. Leo frowned. Guarded by what? Mira looked toward the dark mountain. Shadow creatures. The forest suddenly became quiet. Even the birds stopped singing. They were once protectors of the mountain, Mira explained sadly. But the darkness changed them. Lily held Leo's sleeve nervously. Are they monsters? Not completely, Mira replied softly. Deep inside, some goodness may still remain. Leo remembered the glowing red eyes from the night before. His stomach tightened. Mira gave Leo a small leather pouch. Inside were 3 glowing blue stones. Use them wisely, she said. What do they do? Leo asked. They protect light against darkness. Leo carefully placed the pouch inside his backpack. After breakfast, the children prepared for the journey. Mira packed bread, fruit, blankets, and water for them. The silver wolves waited quietly outside the cave. The largest wolf stepped toward Leo. Then it lowered its head. Leo carefully touched its silver fur. It felt soft and warm. He will guide you through the forest, Mira explained. Leo smiled slightly. Thank you. Soon it was time to leave. Lily waved goodbye to Mira. The little white dog barked excitedly. Together, the children followed the silver wolf deeper into the forest. The journey to Shadow Mountain had begun. The forest path twisted between giant trees and sparkling rivers. Sometimes they heard strange whispers far away. Sometimes shadows moved between the branches. But the silver wolf always protected them. Hours passed. By afternoon they reached a wide river. The water moved fast over smooth rocks. A narrow wooden boat waited near the shore. Leo looked around carefully. Who owns this boat? Before anyone answered, a loud voice shouted from behind them. Hey! Don't touch that! The children jumped. An old man with a giant gray beard suddenly appeared from the bushes. He wore a huge straw hat and carried a fishing net over his shoulder. The little white dog barked loudly. The old man narrowed his eyes suspiciously. What are children doing here? Leo stepped forward politely. We are traveling to Shadow Mountain. The old man nearly dropped his fishing net. Shadow Mountain? He cried. Yes, Lily answered bravely. The old man stared at them for several seconds. Then he burst into laughter. Ha ha ha! Tiny children going to Shadow Mountain. Leo crossed his arms. We're serious. The old man slowly stopped laughing. Then he noticed the silver wolf standing behind them. His face suddenly changed. You came from Myra's cave. Leo nodded carefully. The old man became quiet. Finally, he sighed deeply. Well, if Mira trusts you, maybe there's hope after all. He introduced himself as Finn. Finn was the river keeper. He protected the forest rivers and guided travelers safely across dangerous waters. I'll take you across, Finn said. Soon the children climbed into the small wooden boat. The silver wolf jumped in too. Finn pushed the boat gently into the river. The water carried them forward. The forest slowly moved past them. Tall trees reflected on the shining water. For the first time in many hours, everything felt peaceful. Then, the boat suddenly shook violently. Splash! Something large moved beneath the water. Lily grabbed Leo's arm. What was that? Finn's face became pale. Oh no! The river water around them slowly turned dark black. Bubbles rose to the surface. The silver wolf growled deeply. Grrr! Then two glowing red eyes appeared beneath the water. Something huge was swimming toward the boat.